What's up, everybody? Happy New Year to everybody, and welcome back to a brand new episode of WWE Content. Starting off the new year already, day two of the new year. No, sorry, day three of the new year. My apologies. And let's break down what happened last night, Friday Night Smackdown, the first 3 hour episode of the new year. We have a title change in the women's division. We had an ambulance match. We already got the three matches for next week of Drew Mcyntire versus Cody Rhodes for the undisputed WWE Championship. Oh my god. First off, we have, of course, the standard match, pinfall or submission inside the ring. The second match will be no false count anywhere, which means no qualifications, no countouts. Use any kind of weapons you want. And of course, you have to pin somebody on their shoulders, but anywhere around the arena. It could be in the parking lot. It could be in the stands. It could be on a table in one of the producing rooms. Wherever it is, all you gotta do is pin the man, and that's it. And of course, the last match, 1-1 count. We have a steel cage match, the last match of the freaking night, which of course will signify who will become the WWE Undisputed Champion. Let's just say last night, a 3 hour SmackDown, first one of the year. Oh my god, I was freaking excited. I mean, everything was just incredible. All the crazy promos, the matches, Julia now becoming a two-time Women's United States champion. Although I kind of wasn't too happy about it. I mean, Chelsea Green, she deserves it. She was the first woman to ever win it at a Saturday main event. And then for Julia to win it, I'm like, okay. It's not as big of a difference. I'll be happy if B-Fab won or Meechin won or maybe one of the girls on Raw would have came and interfere with her match and made her win it. Let's see, Ivy Nile, Liv Morgan, Roxanne Perez. Like those girls, they can definitely put on a fight against Chelsea Green. Julia is the same thing every time, and when she won, nobody, and I mean nobody, even cheered for her when she won. It was like, whatever. So let's see how they're going to pull off the Women's United States Championship again for the new year, because right now the Women's United States Championship is looking a little bit stale. The only thing that made it better was Chelsea Green winning it, and she had a year run or so, and she was pretending that she was the president of the United States, when in reality she's just the president of the WWE. Now, besides all that, let's get into what happened, the start of the show. Of course, The Miz had a crappy 2025. He literally tried not once, but twice to fight John Cena in his farewell tour. Sadly, that didn't go well. He didn't win in the last time is now tournament. He got his butt kicked by Joe Hendry in a Miracle on 34th Street fight. And then on top of that, he didn't get a WrestleMania match. He didn't win tag team gold with Carmelo Hayes. 2025 was just not his year. Although for 2026, I'm actually not sure what they're gonna do with him, like for a character title reign or whatever they got in store for him. I don't know, but it might be pretty exciting. And who knows, he might become a United States champion again, or who knows, he could probably go to Raw because everybody from NXT has been going to SmackDown. You got Carmelo Hayes, the new United States champion. You got Lash Legend, who's now teaming up with Nia Jax, and then of course Trick Williams, whoop that Trick, is now the newest member on SmackDown. Oh, and of course the legend Zack Ryder, aka Matt Cardona, he is now on the newest member of SmackDown. Oh my god, what a whirlwind roster for SmackDown. And then, The Miz, he's talking the talk, but not walking the walk. The moment he said, "I'm the locker room leader," boom, Randy Orton music hit. And I'm like, yes, this is what we wanted. Because we haven't seen Randy Orton in I don't know how many months. Let's think about the last time we saw him. I think it was when he was fighting Cody Rhodes, or he was helping Cody Rhodes with Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre, or the John Cena thing, whatever, during the heel run. I kind of forgot what point Randy Orton was not being on TV for a while, but he came back, and I was so freaking happy. And then, of course, he is going for the WWE Championship. It's only a matter of time. He's now a 15-time world champion. If he becomes a 16-time world champion, we could possibly see him beat John Cena's record. If that's the case, then I'm all for it. I mean, I would love to see someone beat John Cena's record. I mean, 17-time world champion, that is like incredible. And John Cena made history with that title for so many years. Now, Randy Orton back on SmackDown, let's just see how that's going to play out for his title reign in the later future. Speaking of people wanting to be WWE champion, Sami Zayn. He always wanted to be a WWE champion, but he never got the chance. I mean, he came so close so many times, but he never got it. He tried to fight Roman Reigns more than once. He tried to fight Seth Rollins. He tried to fight John Cena. He's fought so many guys. He's teamed up with these guys, and yet not once has become the world champion. Well, 2026 is now upon us, and who knows? We could probably see him become the world champion. Who knows? It could be at Royal Rumble. It could be at Elimination Chamber. It could be at WrestleMania. The possibilities are endless with this guy, but we will find out sooner than we can expect. Now, Carmelo Hayes with the U.S. title. Oh my gosh, it was incredible. His already first title defense, and of course, he's going to carry on the legacy John Cena left behind for a U.S. Open title match. Which, of course, whoever can come behind that curtain and fight Carmelo Hayes for the United States title, oh, it's gonna be an instant classic for his career. And the first title defense was none other than Johnny Gargano, and I'm like, obviously, we knew this was gonna happen. I mean, come on, John Gargano's been fighting. He fought Sami Zayn. He fought Ilya Dragunov, and now he's fighting Carmelo Hayes. This is like what, his third, fourth title shot for a U.S. title and on SmackDown. And then, of course, his wife tries to help him, tries to win it, but Carmelo Hayes came out on top, and he beat Johnny Gargano clean, I might add. And now his perfect title reign is just beginning. Now, for U.S. Open title matches, anybody, and I mean anybody could fight Carmelo Hayes. I mean, Sami Zayn did it. John Cena was the first one to ever have an open U.S. Open title match, and he made stars freaking relevant. I mean, let's face it. If it wasn't for John Cena and U.S. Title Open Challenge, we probably would have never known Sami Zayn's name. Because of that match, we know Sami Zayn from all over the world. And now Sami Zayn might get a world title shot. But for the US title, I mean, it's looking pretty good so far. But then it got me thinking, if the men could have a US Open title match, from John Cena to Sami Zayn to from the Dragunov to Carmelo Hayes, why not the women? I mean, think about it. They got some great, yeah, they have a great women's roster on SmackDown. I mean, come on, Meechin, newcomer B-Fab, Julia, Chelsea Green, her secret Hervis Alba, the girl working with Julia. I think her name is Kaylani James. Like, these girls have so much to offer for the WWE, and they're not giving them any. They're just giving them like cheesy backstage promos, cheesy ring promos, but they're not getting like the start that they need for their career. I think for them, they should have a U.S. Open title match for the women's division, and that would be so good to see all the women showing off their ring talent. Heck, I would even mind to see Nia Jax as the Women's United States Champion. I mean, she's got moves. I can tell you that. Before I didn't see it, but now seeing her more and more in the ring, especially with Last Legend, she actually has some moves. So better yet, I wouldn't mind seeing Nia Jax become the Women's United States Champion. So think about that. Maybe the WWE should have a women's US Open title match. Now that would be pretty awesome. Now, let's break down the Drew McIntyre Cody Rhodes situation. Now we all know, if Drew McIntyre went back to SmackDown, he made a public apology to the referee and he paid his fee to Nick Aldis. I'm pretty sure he paid maybe like, I think 50 grand or 100 grand for, of course, kicking the ref, messing up a few matches of Cody Rhodes, messing up Cody Rhodes and the Obafemi match that happened at Saturday main event. I mean, he had to pay at least maybe 50 grand or $100,000, whatever the case is. If he did that, Cody Rhodes could not lay a finger on Drew McIntyre before his match. And if he does, he is stripped of the undisputed title. I'm like, seriously? You're gonna let this crybaby Scottish warrior have a stipulation for a match to fight against Cody Rhodes for the title, And Cody Rhodes cannot lay a finger on him when all Drew McIntyre has done has interrupted his matches. He jumped him and on his own tour bus on his home turf. Let's say his home turf. But Cody Rhodes can't fight him when all Drew McIntyre does has fought Cody Rhodes more than once and almost put him in the hospital. Like, how is that fair? Please, 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 to the WWE, how is that fair to Cody Rhodes? Cody Rhodes has done nothing but respect the company. He has respected the fans. He's the QB for crying out loud. But he can't punch Drew McIntyre in the face after what Drew McIntyre did to him. Oh, and let's not forget, he not only broke into his tour bus, but he takes a picture of Cody and his dad. You know what made me even more pissed off? Was that when Drew McIntyre was talking about 3 stages of hell match and whatever, he said, and I quote, "Once I put you down in hell, tell your father I said hi." When he said that, literal chills down my spine. And now I'm like, how dare you disrespect the American dream? If it wasn't, better yet, if it wasn't for Dusty Rhodes and NXT, we wouldn't even know Drew McIntyre's name. Heck, if it wasn't for Dusty Rhodes putting a rocket on this guy's back trying to get to WWE, he'd probably still be in freaking Scotland right now trying to make ends meet and working maybe 3 jobs trying to make a wrestling career. Like, you disrespect the legend. And you want to fight his son for a title that you don't even respect for the company. That right there was wrong. And what's more wrong is that when he grabs the picture, he burns it. I couldn't. When I saw that, I was so angry. I was so mad. I wanted to scream. I wanted to cry. Like, all my emotions was just bubbling up inside, and I was ready to explode. Although I couldn't because it was late at night, and I didn't want to wake up my mom because she was still sleeping. So of course, I'll call my best friend Haley. And me and Haley, we've been friends for 5, almost 6 years. So she knows how I get when it comes to wrestling. I get angry when a wrestler gets hurt. I get angry when a wrestler doesn't win a match that I like. I get angry when a wrestler gets injured and they're out for like months at a time, almost a year at a time. Like, I get really upset. So of course, Haley, she knows how to calm me down. She tells me to take deep breaths. She talks me out of it to think about something else. And we talk about something else, like TV shows or movies or Elvis Presley, because I'm a big Elvis fan. Like, basically anything to take my mind off of wrestling. So when I called her and I told her about the Drew McIntyre situation with burning of the picture and Cody Rhodes was being upset about it and I was upset too, she's like, "Just grab a piece of paper." And I'm like, "Grab a piece of paper?" And she's like, "Yes, just grab a piece of paper if you have it, a blank one you're not going to use, just grab it and I'll tell you what to do." And I'm like, "Okay, like, it's okay. I mean, I never heard this before, but okay." And she said, tear up the paper into pieces." And I'm like, okay. I ripped that paper to shreds. And I mean shreds. Like, bits and bits and bits and bits of pieces to shreds. And she's like, "You feeling better now?" And I'm like, yeah, actually, I'm feeling a bit better now. That actually helped me a lot, actually, because I was so angry. So after that confrontation, everything that was happening, I felt calm, cool. And then the last match of the night, Damian Priest versus Aleister Black in an ambulance match. I'm like, this is perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I mean, what better way to end a rivalry like they have the past 6 months than to put someone in the back of an ambulance and take them to the ER? I was happy. I was ecstatic. I'm like, this is Damian Priest's time. This is for him. He has to win this. The whole match was literally in freaking sane. I mean, they were fighting all over the ring. They were fighting near the entranceway because that's what the ambulance was. They used all the medical supplies. There was a fire extinguisher involved. And then the best part was that the moment Zelina opened up the ambulance doors, his terror twin sister, Rhea Ripley, comes out and she ripties her in the middle of the ring. I'm like, yes, this is what I wanted. Because nobody, and I mean nobody messes with Damian Priest. And if you mess with Damian Priest, you mess with mommy. And Zelina's face when she saw Rhea, she was scared. It's like she saw a ghost from her past. And she tries to run away, but Rhea ripties her, and Damian Priest, he put out all of the stops. I mean, there was the fireball and then the razor's edge going to the windshield of the ambulance, and then he choke slams him on top of the ambulance through two tables that had cables and laptops and one of those big tubey things. I don't even know what those were called, but there was something on the table and it was big. It was like a tube shaped like, and I'm like, this is what I wanted. I was like whisper screaming the whole night because I didn't want to wake up my mom because she was sleeping. So I was like, yes, 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 yes. I was clapping. I was whisper screaming. I was all over the living room. I was pacing back and forth. I was recording the match for Haley because I didn't want her to miss the whole thing. And when Damian Priest won it, I was happy for him because I'm like, yes, the reign of Terry's over. The rivalry is done. It's finished. There's no going back. Now, Damian Priest could focus on winning titles. Who knows? He can be involved in the U.S. Open title match. He could be involved with the Cody Rhodes Undisputed title scene. I mean, Randy Orton's joining. Yeah, Randy Orton is joining. Sami Zayn is joining, and of course, Trick Williams wants to be in the title picture. I mean, who wouldn't? So, first episode of SmackDown, I'd say maybe 8.5, 9 out of 10 in my book. It would have been 10 out of 10, but then Julia beat Chelsea Green. I didn't like it, so, and whatever. But SmackDown, I'd say 8.5 or 9 out of 10. Now, SmackDown did good, but Monday, the first Raw of 2026, the first Monday Night Raw on Netflix, the first year anniversary of when Raw debuted on Netflix. I mean, it's going to be a whirlwind of craziness. I know that for a fact. We have the Women's Intercontinental Championship on the line. Becky Lynch versus Maxine Dupree, a rematch. We have Lyra Valkyria going after Judgment Day's Liv Morgan. We have, of course, the world title of CM Punk versus Braun Breaker. And then we have the women's tag team titles on the line, which Rhea and Io have a chance to beat the Kabuki Warriors, Kairi Sane and Asuka. Now, SmackDown, they did a great job. 3 hours of awesome fights, crazy promos, people talking back. I mean, perfect to a T. Now, with Raw, they got to step up their game because it's a new year. We got more wrestlers coming back. We got newcomers from NXT becoming free agents and coming back and going to the big name roster. I mean, the game just got a whole lot bigger. Now, we know Raw's going to be crazy, and they're going to have a Stranger Things theme for the whole episode, which I thought is freaking amazing. But I don't know. The first, the first of any episode of Raw or SmackDown or NXT of the new year, this will signify the rest of 2026. SmackDown already got it down packed to the bone. For Raw, we will find out by Monday. And as for Tuesday, NXT fans out there, the New Year's NXT episode, special edition type. I don't know what's going to happen, but I know it's going to be crazy. And as for the newcomers going to the main roster, they are in it for a treat. I mean, Trick Williams has already got it down packed. Last Legends team up with Nia Jax, which is good. But that's for SmackDown. For Raw, it could be anybody. It could be Javon Evans. It could be Obafemi. It could be basically anybody from NXT could be on the Raw roster, but it depends on how they can work it. Now, I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm sure as hell excited for it. That's all I have for today, guys. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend. Hope you guys watch Monday Night Raw, the first year anniversary edition of 2026. Stay blessed, stay humbled, and I'll talk to you guys soon.